Hello all, I'm going to have a walkthrough now of what we use as our standard homepage structure. A lot of people overdo homepages on websites and a lot of people underdo them. And in our opinion, the homepage is there as a journey, a story to introduce your business clearly and get people to the places that they need to be, as well as show some evidence of who you say you are and that you're actually worth working with. So one of the first things that we no longer do, unless there's an extremely good business case for this, is to have social icons at the top. We don't do that anymore. The purpose of your website is to keep people on it, and we all know how easy it is to head off to Instagram, Facebook, get lost in cat videos and everything else and forget where you've came from. So we don't put them at the top. We have our logo at the left and a really short length of menu items there to guide people to the rest of the pages that are important. Ideally, if we can keep these down to no more than 9, there's a lot of studies out there if you want to go and look that basically say any more than 9, people get excessively confused as to what to click on. 7 is the ideal maximum. That keeps it really simple, and obviously if you get away with less than that, even better. So we want to keep this really clear and easy that people can use it and access the content really, really quickly. It's not big. The menu needs to be as minimal as you can get away with. It's not there to make your logo as big as possible, or the businesses you're working with. They will occasionally say we want to make our logo bigger. If you look into visual hierarchy, this bit here is actually the most important part of your homepage. When people land, they need to see straight away exactly what you do. Because if they are looking for what you offer, brilliant. If they're not, they're going to go away. And you want to make sure that you actually put off those people who don't want to work with you as much as you want to attract those who do. So minimal header. We've then got what I call the tagline. So this is, as I mentioned, this is exactly laying out as clear as you possibly can what it is that you offer to the people that work with you. From there, we've got a value statement. So this explains in a little bit more detail about what the results are that people get from working with you. And from there, we've got one call to action. For mine, I want people to book a call. For other businesses, it might be to get in touch, view your portfolio, view your services, but whatever it is, this is your opportunity to put your ideal next step in front of the website users that you've got there. People do need guided, and the easier it is for them to find out where you want them to go, the better, and they will follow it. Imageries, up to yourselves. I've got a little example of some of the recent work that we've got, and then for here I've got some of my ideal client type logos that link through to their case studies. Not essential at that point, but I've got them there. There's a little bit of interest and a bit of instant evidence of who we are and what we do. From there, we've got our intro section. So this here is again, it tends to be what people consider as the about us section. However, it's never about you. It always needs to be about your ideal client and what you can do for them. So this is your opportunity to put a little bit of information in about more details on that one, about why what you offer is going to be working for them as best as it can. Whatever suits your business. We've got the intro section. Sometimes you might want to link off from here to the about page, perhaps, or your services page as best fits. But that's a bit more information. People who scroll past, go a bit further down, can get a little bit more information about what this business is up to and what they offer. For me, one of the key elements on my website is also how we work and our method. So this might not be something every business needs, but for me, I wanted to get it in there and make sure that it was clear and in front of everybody so that they could see we have got a very developed process to follow, and our call to action for their links through to find out more. You might not need that. You might be able to jump straight through to either a little bit more about yourselves if you really want to, or ideally, perhaps if you've got them case studies, whatever testimonials or blog posts you've got there that are relevant to what you're up to. These for me are evidence of what we've done. People can scroll through and have a look and click through to the case studies. And then a bit further down beneath that, we've got some genuine reviews placed on the site as well. So people have got what we do, a little bit more about how we help them, some evidence of the work we've done, and then this is social proof again of how happy our clients have been when they've worked with us as well. So we've kind of delivered that story of what we can do, and then look at how great people think it is to work with us and the results they get in an idea of kind of getting a little bit of trust and authority built up in these people's minds. If you have one, newsletter is not a bad one to put at the footer so people can subscribe to it on every page if it's there. And then this is for the footer where I've got my social links. So all of our platforms are here. I want them to be obvious and available, but I don't want them to be at the top where people are going to disappear and leave. At least if they've got to them from the bottom, they do actually end up, they've been through the whole page to get to these. As a bit of a tip, make sure that these click out to a second tab, which means at least your website has not been left behind and forgotten. They've still got it open somewhere. I also like to, for a big enough website, repeat the links to some of the core pages so that if they've scrolled down and they haven't looked at this, or perhaps they're on a mobile phone where they've got the hamburger line menu, they can always see the pages you've got available and click them if they haven't looked already on the menu drop down at the top. So that's what I would look for in any of the projects that we do. You'll see a very similar approach. If I look at one of our more recent ones for BPK Solicitors, and then head off to look at their website, you will see again a fairly standard approach where we've got the tagline, and then we've got the value statement, and the contact us is their ideal call to action. We've got the about us type of section, and then that links through to more about themselves. For these ones, we've got what I would kind of class as a service section link. So if you've got a big enough service grouping and a page per service, this can be an ideal way for you to kind of highlight your core, your key services to people so that you can describe them and link off to those pages from the home page as well. So you've given them that journey step to help them understand where to go next. BPK were really keen to focus on their staff and their team and how much work they put into their staff to support and grow them in their careers. So they've got some colleague stories which flick through to, the latest one would always be at the front and view more. Career section, again, they're really, as I said about the people, they're keen on the people and getting more people involved with them. So they've got a link to directly to their careers page, and again, a repeat of the drop downs at the top for the key areas, so that people who do scroll down on desktop or phone, can see all the different sections without having to click through the menu to find them all. So again, very similar approach there, and all of the ones in our case studies you'll find have got that type of structure on the home page to guide the user through, give them some evidence and social proof that you are who you say you are and you can deliver what you say you can deliver. And always the ideal outcome is, whatever you need it to be, get in touch, whatever it might be, is the focus for you on there. So I hope that's a bit of a help. The homepage, as I say, should not be huge. It's never going to need to be, massive dump of a lot of information. To me, it needs to be clear, straightforward, and to the point, and to get people easily working out where they can go next once they find out what that is for them. So any questions about this, by all means, give me a message in the comments below the video. I'll look forward to the next video and seeing you again. Thank you.